Never before in history have there been so many people on Earth as right now. Our numbers have skyrocketed from 1 billion in 1800 to 2.3 billion in 1940, 3.7 billion in 1970, and 7.4 billion in 2016. The world population increased fourfold in the last century. So, what can we expect for the next century? What does population growth mean for our future? Will there be mass migration? Will population growth destroy our way of life? Human species focus on sustaining itself? Disease and pollution? Or is this prophecy just ungrounded panic?
Assalamualaikum and hi to our beloved viewers. So, our group was given a task for our last assignment in urban theory, which is in the code of LDA252. We decided to talk about the topic of urban population growth all around the world. Before we start, I would like to introduce our 5 group members, which are me, Nova Isidayu, and Aina Fazwin as a presenter, Nurul Amni as a scriptwriter, Deslina as a researcher, and Wasi as a video editor. This video includes 5 topics which are mass migration and urban population increase, high living standards in urban, manufacturing work, a rich urbanization, low rate of birth in urban areas. At the end of this video, we hope you guys will understand all the issues, the impacts of urbanization, and also the value learned. So, our group will discuss and discover the reason behind all these issues. Let's check it out.
The first one is mass migration and urban population increase. For most human history, most people across the world live in small communities. Over the past few centuries and particularly in recent decades, this has shifted dramatically. There has been mass migration of people from rural areas to urban areas. These issues are happening because people want to change their lifestyle. They migrate from rural areas to urban areas for a high salary or high technology for education purpose and many more. Until 2018, the world's population already reached to 4 billion people. More specific, it is a 4.196 billion people by the World Bank data, while there are 3.4 billion people in rural areas. For Malaysia, the population in rural areas in 1960 were 5.99 million people, which is higher than urban population with 2.17 million people. But after a few decades, urban took the rural areas with 23.86 million people, while rural areas with 7.76 million people in 2017. Across more high-income countries like Western Europe, America, Japan, and Middle East, about 80% of population live in urban areas. For upper-middle income countries like Eastern Europe, East Asia, North, Southern Africa, and South America, it is between 50% to 80% of population do.
So, next topic is high living standards in urban areas. High living standards in urban areas has become a problem for low-income people. Quality of living standards in urban centers is an important measure of well-being. Defined as a group of individuals living under the same roof that lack of improved water, improved sanitation, sufficient living area, and durability of housing. The recent data estimates about 1/3 of populations in urban areas live in slum households. However, we see that over time, for most countries, the share of the urban population living in slum has been falling. Based on the graph of world data population in the year of 1990-2014, the percentage in every country is decreased, such as in Bangladesh, decreased from 87.03% to 55.10%. In Vietnam, from 60.50% to 30.45%. In South Asia, from 56.62% to 27.20%. In India, from 54.9% to 25.2%. In China, from 43.6% to 24%. In Brazil, 36.7% to 22.3%. In Turkey, 23.40% to 11.90%. Still, on average, living standards are higher in urban populations than in rural. Some examples include electricity access is higher in urban areas than in rural areas. Access to improved sanitation is higher in urban areas. Access to improved drinking water is higher in urban areas. Access to clean foods for cooking and heating is higher in urban areas. And child malnutrition is lower in urban settings.
Next, the third point is manufactured work. Rural-urban migration has been empirically linked with the structural transformation process development. The data show there was first of period of industrialization as production shifted from agriculture to manufacturing, followed by a period of industrialization as production shifted from manufacturing to service. This change encouraged employers to move to urban areas. This graph shows statistics of employment in Japan. The percentage of people employed in three different fields in the year of 1872 and 2012. The percentage of people employed in service are 10.23% in 1872 and increased by 72.71% in 2012, while the percentage of people employed in manufacturing are 4.88% and growing up to 22.66%. And for the last sector is the percentage of people employed in agriculture are 84.9% and 4.63% respectively. However, this kind of transformation process gives impacts on people, especially on health. It can cause pollution like throw the waste into the river, and more dangerous people breathe in that polluted air near the factories.
The next issue is a rich urbanization, a strong relationship between urbanization and income. As countries get richer, they tend to become more urbanized. Urbanization is complex, however, there are many recognized benefits of urban settings when developed successfully, including high density of economic activity, shorter trade links, utilization of human capital, shared infrastructure, and division of labor.
And for the last issue is low rate of birth in urban areas. Demand for children is affected by four principal classes of factors, which is direct economic costs and benefits of children costs with regards to time, income and wealth, preferences and norms. Urbanization has implications for all the factors mentioned. With modernization, the cost, economy, and time of children increase. The benefit decrease and preferences and norms change. Money tends to be used for the purchase of consumers' goods rather than for having and raising more children.
So out of all this, finally we can gain some information that we have been discussed just now. And there are a lot of values that we can learn to have a better urbanization. Uncontrolled migration and rapid urban growth are associated with increasing urban poverty and inequality, rises in slum and squatter population. These people usually have inadequate water supply and sanitation services. Urbanization affects the physical environment through the impacts of the number of people, their activities, and the increased demands on resources. Urbanization has negative consequences on health due mainly to pollution and overcrowded living conditions. Thank you for watching our video and kindly click the like button and don't forget to comment for us to improve our editing. Stay safe everyone.